for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Seattle. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Finds an opening past the 40. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Penny, the first down carry. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
10 yards and a Seattle first down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
How best to describe that one?
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Marshawn Lynch, 26 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And so they run it in on the two-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about, from the offense's perspective, what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for two. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On the run, it's Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And connecting here with DJ Shark. 25 yards there on the catch. Run.
Let's go.
His pass complete to DJ Chark. It's a gain of 25 yards. And a Jaguar first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A handoff, Fournette running left. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Running left, it's Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will get him one closer. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, 63 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Here's a give to Fournette. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A handoff to Fournette. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50, the 40, 20, 10, 5. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Penny will try to punch it in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. He's going to get it running right. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away. He'll try and run it. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They go play action with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Marshawn Lynch with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Hey, Alpha.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey, back up.
Back to throw now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Foles. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this foot. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2.
Come on, QB, come on. He's coming.
Foles will look to throw. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and it's shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. They'll run again with Lynch. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
14.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Play action. Now Wilson out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Eluding the press. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check right 54. Right 54. You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want...
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 56 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check, check.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Leonard Fournette. About 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
25, check 25, check 25.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On second down, here's Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Wilson throwing on 4th down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He'll look to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but Probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Throwing now is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.